From ancient myth to modern scientific inquiry, the raven has long captivated human imagination. These striking, glossy black birds are often seen as symbols of mystery and deep wisdom. But beyond folklore, a closer look reveals something truly astonishing, a level of intellect that challenges our understanding of animal cognition. Ravens consistently solve problems in ways that appear to demand not just instinct, but strategic thought, foresight, and even an appreciation for cause and effect, cognitive traits we typically associate with human-level planning. How do they achieve such complex feats? What truly sets ravens apart is not merely their ability to learn, but their capacity to apply knowledge in novel situations. This goes far beyond simple conditioning. When faced with a new challenge, ravens often exhibit a remarkable aptitude for assessing the situation, understanding its underlying mechanics, and formulating a solution that appears premeditated. It's a mental agility that suggests an internal model of the world, rather than a mere reactive response. This capacity to adapt and innovate is a hallmark of sophisticated intelligence. One of the most fundamental needs for any creature is food, and ravens are masters of securing theirs for the future. They cache vast amounts of food, burying or hiding it across wide territories. What's truly impressive is their ability to remember hundreds, sometimes thousands, of these precise locations for months. This isn't just a simple recall, it requires a sophisticated spatial memory and an understanding of future needs, anticipating times of scarcity. This long-term planning and memory are crucial for their survival. The act of caching becomes even more intricate when other ravens are present. If a raven senses it's being watched, especially by a dominant rival, it won't just hide its food. Instead, it might pretend to cache in one spot, only to secretly rehide the food elsewhere once the observer leaves. This demonstrates an understanding of another individual's perspective and intentions, a complex social intelligence often termed theory of mind. They are not just hiding food, they are engaging in strategic deception. Perhaps one of the most compelling demonstrations of raven planning comes from a classic experiment, the water level test. A treat is placed in a tall tube, out of reach, floating on water. Ravens, without prior training, have been observed to drop stones into the tube, raising the water level until the treat becomes accessible. This isn't a random act, it reveals a grasp of cause and effect, an understanding that adding mass will displace water and raise the prize. It's a multi-step solution to a novel problem. What makes the water level test so remarkable is that the ravens don't seem to just stumble upon the solution. They often choose heavier objects over lighter ones, or solid objects over hollow ones, demonstrating an intuitive understanding of what will be most effective at raising the water. This suggests an internal model of how the physical world works, rather than mere trial and error. They appear to predict the outcome of their actions, a clear indicator of planning and foresight in their problem-solving approach. Ravens have also shown a remarkable ability to solve complex, multi-step puzzles to obtain food. These often involve a sequence of actions, pulling a string, opening a latch, lifting a lid, that must be performed in a specific order. They can learn and execute these sequences with precision, sometimes even after observing the process only once. This suggests a capacity for sequential planning and the mental manipulation of abstract steps, akin to breaking down a problem into smaller, manageable parts. Perhaps one of the most striking parallels to human-like planning is the raven's sophisticated use of tools. They will readily select and utilize sticks, twigs, or other suitable objects to extract food from crevices or hard-to-reach places. This isn't just an instinctive behavior, they choose tools based on their properties, length, rigidity, and shape, to fit the specific task at hand. It's an extension of their physical capabilities through intelligent manipulation of their environment. Even more astonishing is their capacity for tool crafting. In certain experiments, ravens faced with a problem requiring a hook tool, but given only a straight piece of wire, have been observed to bend the wire into the necessary hook shape themselves. This is a profound leap beyond simple tool selection. It involves mentally conceiving of a tool's function, then manipulating a raw material to create it. This act of innovation speaks volumes about their problem-solving foresight and an understanding of tool properties. Raven intelligence extends far beyond physical problem-solving. it permeates their complex social lives. They form intricate social hierarchies and alliances, remembering individual ravens and their past interactions for extended periods. This ability to track social dynamics and remember who is friend or foe speaks to a highly developed social cognition. They adjust their behavior based on these relationships, suggesting an understanding of social contracts and reciprocal expectations, which requires significant mental tracking. A key aspect of advanced social intelligence is the ability to understand what others are perceiving and thinking. Ravens demonstrate this through their gaze following. They can track the direction of another raven's gaze and infer what that individual is looking at or attending to. This is not just a reflex, it suggests an awareness that another individual has a separate perspective and can see things. This capacity is crucial for both cooperation and deception within their social groups. Building on their understanding of others' perspectives, ravens engage in sophisticated deception. When hiding food, they'll often ensure they are out of sight of rivals, or they'll create false caches to mislead observers. If they've been observed caching food, they remember who saw them and will take extra steps to secure or relocate that food, even days later. This requires a memory of past events, an understanding of who knows what, and a plan to counteract potential theft, hallmarks of advanced strategic thinking. The ability to forego an immediate reward for a larger, better reward in the future is a sign of self-control and future planning, often tested in young children. Ravens exhibit this capacity. Given a choice between a small, immediate treat and a larger, delayed treat, many ravens will patiently wait for the bigger prize. This demonstrates remarkable impulse control and an ability to project into the future, weighing present desires against future benefits, a complex aspect of decision-making. Ravens are not merely rote learners. When faced with a novel problem that differs slightly from one they've already solved, they often adapt their learned solutions rather than starting from scratch. This flexibility in applying knowledge suggests they understand the underlying principles of the problem, not just the specific steps. It speaks to an ability to generalize information and apply it creatively, a characteristic of true intelligence rather than mere memorization. In the wild, ravens are not always solitary problem solvers. They have been observed to cooperate to achieve common goals, such as distracting a predator while another accesses a food source, or working together to open a container that's too difficult for one bird alone. This coordinated effort requires communication, an understanding of shared objectives, and a willingness to divide labor, all indicators of collaborative planning and sophisticated social dynamics. Ravens are known for their playful behavior, engaging in aerial acrobatics, sliding down snowy slopes, or even playing catch with objects. While seemingly frivolous, play is a crucial aspect of their cognitive development. It allows them to experiment with their environment, practice motor skills, and discover new solutions without the pressure of immediate survival. This exploratory behavior is a form of learning through experimentation, which hones their problem-solving abilities for real-world challenges. Remarkably, ravens can also recognize individual human faces, remembering interactions and associating specific people with positive or negative experiences. This capacity extends beyond mere association. It suggests an ability to form individual-specific memories across species boundaries. This level of discernment and long-term memory for specific individuals is a complex cognitive trait, demonstrating a rich mental landscape that allows them to navigate diverse social and interspecies relationships. When we combine all these observations, their intricate memory, strategic deception, tool use and crafting, causal reasoning, future planning, and social intelligence, a coherent picture emerges. Ravens possess a suite of cognitive abilities that allow them to approach problems with a level of sophistication that often appears strikingly similar to human-level planning. They don't just react, they anticipate, they adapt, and they innovate, demonstrating a profound capacity for abstract thought and mental simulation. It's crucial to distinguish these abilities from mere imitation. While ravens are excellent learners, their problem-solving often goes beyond simply copying what they've seen. Instead, it suggests they construct internal mental models of how the world works, allowing them to predict outcomes and devise novel solutions without needing explicit instruction. This aha moment, where a raven suddenly understands a solution, implies an internal processing of information that leads to insightful action. The raven's capacity for complex problem solving, planning, and sophisticated social interactions offers a window into a highly developed form of intelligence. It reminds us that cognitive brilliance manifests in diverse ways across the natural world. While they navigate their world with wings and beaks, their minds engage in computations, predictions, and strategies that resonate deeply with our own approaches to overcoming challenges. Their methods may differ, but the underlying cognitive sophistication is undeniable. As we continue to observe and study these extraordinary birds, the depth of their mental abilities continues to unfold, revealing complexities that challenge previous assumptions about animal intelligence. Ravens are not simply creatures of instinct, they are strategists, innovators, and social architects, capable of planning and executing solutions to problems that truly seem to require a sophisticated understanding of their world. Their brilliance invites us to expand our definition of intelligence and to marvel at the incredible minds that share our planet.